Hi guys, thank you for watching and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I have a video that was requested from you guys, and it is how to apply glitter. I know applying glitter can be a little bit different than applying just regular solid acrylic, and it's because the glitter is very, I would say the particles of glitter are really stubborn sometimes, and it's really hard to cover all the empty gaps. So I wanted to show you guys how to properly do it. And also, I am going to be using one of my own mixes. So if you guys are interested, all the details are on the description box down below. I already started on 2 nails. I am going to be sculpting these nails into stilettos. So if you guys want to learn how to do it, please keep on watching. Prior to filming this video, I went ahead and applied a thin layer of cover pink acrylic on my nails to protect them from the glitter. I don't want to grind them all the way down when I want to take the glitter off. And I also had prepped the nails 100% before I pushed the cuticle back, so all of that is done. If you guys would like to know how to do that process, please refer to my last video on how to do nails for beginners. I will be leaving the link for you guys somewhere up here, so you can definitely watch that if you're interested. So to start out, I am going to use a sheet of paper towel, and I fold it so it can soak on more product. And I am going to be using Easy Flow nail forms. Oops. And I am just going to tear them apart here, or open them. And I'm going to hold them this way, so it gives me that nice C curve. And I'm going to apply it on this nail. And make sure it fits perfectly. I don't want a gap underneath because I don't want to have that separation in between the nail and the form. So that's perfect. After applying this form, I am going to be repeating the same process to all the nails. So pretty much open the nail form right here and go ahead and curve the nail form and pinch it a little bit just so it gives you that nice C curve, and you can apply it on your nails or your client's nails. So make sure it fits perfectly from one side to the other, and then pinch to secure. And this is also to secure the nail form. Right, and I'm going to be repeating the same process to the thumb as well. So applying forms is a lot different than applying nail tips. Forms have their own technique to apply. So I would suggest that if you're a beginner, you start with nail tips first and then move on to using forms. Alright, so I'm pretty satisfied with that. And I'm going to be using one of my colors that I created, as I mentioned. And it is a beautiful purple. And this color is already pre-mixed with crystal clear acrylic, so it's ready for application. Since I had already applied a thin layer of the cover pink on my nails, I am just going to apply the color directly, and I am going to build the length using the same color. For that, I am going to be using my number 14 brush, as usual. So I'm going to prep my brush, and I'm going to dip it in the monomer all the way down. And I'm going to do that from side to side just so I can get rid of all the air bubbles that are in the brush. And that way I won't have any in my product. Okay, so now that my brush is ready, I am ready to apply. I'm going to use this thing as support. And that way it's easier for me to show you guys and apply. So I'm going to grab a little bit of monomer, remove the excess, drag it, remove the excess from my product, and apply right in the middle. I'm going to kind of mold it and clean my brush, and I'm going to let it sit for like 2-3 seconds and start pushing back. Working with glitter is a little different, as I mentioned previously, because the particles can be a little stubborn, and sometimes it's super hard to get it to cover the whole nail. However, you have to use your monomer to push the particles and make it look even. Your monomer is going to be your best friend when it comes to applying glitter acrylics, because that's going to give you that nice flexibility to be able to move your product from one side to the other without it drying 100%. So I'm just using the belly of my brush to press the product down. And right now the cuticle area doesn't have to be perfect. However, I am going to make sure that I cover it 100%. So there aren't any empty gaps. Because with glitter you can definitely tell when there are any missing spots. So this glitter that I created has a really nice consistency. It's super easy to apply. And it helps you build the nail beautifully without having to start with crystal clear acrylic or any type of acrylic. It's so satisfying to see this color. It's extremely beautiful and I love the sparkles. I feel like the camera doesn't do it justice the way that it should look in person. The way that it looks in person looks completely different than what it looks like in camera. Alright, so I'm going to be repeating the same process on these nails, on the two remaining, and I wanted to let you guys know that I went ahead and did these two nails on an Instagram live video. It was extremely fun. I got to interact with a lot of my followers and it was very surprising because people tuned in from Italy, from Netherlands, from literally every single country, and it was just so mesmerizing to know that a lot of you enjoy my art in different countries, and it was so fun to interact and to talk about the color and stuff like that. It was super fun. So I'll definitely be doing more live videos if you guys want me to do a lot more. Guys, this glitter is extremely amazing to the point that I'm just imagining, what if you went to, I don't know, a restaurant and you just had this glitter nails on you, and what would people say? Imagine people approaching you like, oh my god, let me see your nails, they're so beautiful. And that's exactly what I'm feeling right now. Can't imagine myself just going out with these nails because I'm all about the bling. I love sparkle, I love glitter, and I feel like these purple nails don't even need any accent nails. They are good on their own. This purple is extremely beautiful. I can only imagine what this purple would look like with the lights off and just with a little flashlight. Oh my god, I have to do a Snapchat video or something like that to show you guys because I'm literally obsessed with this color. I feel like I've been talking so much about the fact that these nails are so beautiful instead of explaining the actual process. So when I get to the thumb, I'm going to explain to you guys a little bit more so you guys don't feel like you came here and I was talking shit. I'm going to dip my brush into the monomer, remove the excess. I am going to grab a medium-sized pearl, remove the excess on my paper towel, place it on the middle of the nail, and if you notice, I am molding it before I remove the excess acrylic, and then I'm going to start pushing it towards my cuticle area. I'm actually going to build this nail first, and then I am going to finish it because the form is a little too close to the cuticle area, and I am just going to lengthen the nail first and give it the shape, and after it completely dries, I'm going to go back and fill that empty gap that I'm leaving between the cuticle and the actual product. Alright, so I'm going to grab a smaller bead and I'm going to place it a little lower than the one in the middle. I'm going to let it sit for a second, clean my brush, and now I am going to fade it towards the cuticle area. And now with the belly of my brush, I am securing my sidewalls and shaping them, and with the same belly of my brush, I am just patting the product so it stays nice and flat. Okay, so after applying the acrylic on the thumb, I am going to leave it just like that, leaving this gap in between, and I am going to wait until it dries 100% and fix that gap right there. The only reason why I didn't do it right now is because the form is a little too close to the cuticle area, so I should have used scissors and cut that piece right there, but I didn't even notice at first, so I am just going to wait until it completely dries, and I am going to fix that part right there. So in the meantime, I am going to check if the rest of my nails are ready to remove the form, and by tapping the nails is how you check if they're dry. So this one is 100% ready, and so is this one. And now I'm just going to be adding a layer of crystal clear to encapsulate the acrylic, or actually the glitter, I should say. So I'm just going to put the forms right here, and now I am going to close this color because I don't want any contaminants or powder to go there. When I'm ready to use it again, I am going to reopen it and apply it to that area. Now I am going to flip this paper towel so I can work in a really clean area. Even though this is all glitter, I always like to do that anyway. I like to work with a really clean paper towel. Now I am going to be adding the crystal clear to the two nails first, and then I am going to move on to the thumb after I finish the application. Alright guys, so again, I am prepping my brush, removing the excess, dragging the product, cleaning the excess, applying it right in the middle. I am still using the same brush, and I am not going to apply thick around the cuticle area because I am actually going to be removing product from there. So I am just going to focus pretty much on the apex of the nail and also on the tip of the nail to make sure it's pretty nice and strong. So I'm going to apply a smaller bead towards the tip area, and again, I am going to fade it towards the cuticle area, and now shape it with the sides of my brush. And grab a little bit more of monomer to make it thinner. After encapsulating this nail, the thumbnail should be ready. So we can move on to that as well. Alright, so that looks pretty good. Oh my god, you guys, look at the underneath of these nails. This is just absolutely stunning. Okay, now going back to the thumb, I want to make sure that it's completely dry, and it sounds like it is, so I am going to be removing this nail form. And I am going to be finishing the application of the glitter. So now I am going to be flipping the paper towel to the side that I used to apply the glitter. That way I can keep the two separated. And I already opened this jar, have my monomer ready, and I'm going to open up this nail just so I can get to the corners. And I am going to grab a really small bead. That should be perfect to finish the cuticle area. It's almost like getting a fill. So just working with it, be very patient. With glitter, you have to be patient and make sure that you push the particles towards the empty areas. So that looks pretty good to me. And now I am going to move on to encapsulating this nail as well. So again, I want to flip my paper towel. I'm extremely careful with this nail because it's still wet, and I don't want to remove any of the glitter. This is just too beautiful for it to go to waste. Alright guys, so that looks pretty good to me. I'm going to leave it just like that, and I am just going to file around the cuticle area and really perfect my apex. It already has a beautiful apex and a nice C-curve that is going to give me enough strength with these nails. Alright guys, so after curing the nails, I am just going to quickly add cuticle oil around my cuticles. So I am just going to massage that cuticle oil on the skin. And oh my god, you guys, these nails are absolutely beautiful. I love everything about them, including the color, the shape. It is the first time I use stilettos, so let's see how it goes. And I am going to show you the final product pictures, and also whatever you guys want to see next, please let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah!